get my hair cut by him. Oh, I think anyway. And he said, and I got my hair cut, and he said, are you going to go to the class reunion? I didn't know about it, nor did I care. And I said no, and he's like, yeah, I don't think he was going to go either, but then he's like, we should just go.
Donald. What's the female of Donald?
Donna. Maybe it's Donna.
Maybe it's Donna. Yeah.
Pam.
Oh, Pam. I fell in love with her because her name was Pam. That's the only reason. It's because her name was Pam. And it was always my goal to be in love with a woman named Pam. This is my natural environment. This is my office. And it became my office because my dad died. And this used to be his office.
Did he do his work up here?
Yeah.
See, now I have to zoom in on
He wrote up here. He,
these are the tools of your trade. Well.
And it's kind of rough sometimes to hear about what men are like and stuff like that. And it's like, well, I'm not like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Or if I'm thinking that of women, you know, it's like, you know, you're not like that, or so and so isn't like that. Mm-hmm. You know.
Well, it's easy to generalize.
Especially when you're a general.
Yes, yes.
yes, 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 yes.
I think I have a pretty decent sense of composition too.
Yeah, you do.
Well, you know.
It's almost
That's what
like
you get when you go to college.
It's almost like you're an artist.
Almost.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Wouldn't I love that though? Ugh.
Well, you know, one thing that strikes me about life is the fact that I think that that a person can be more than one thing.
Well, yes, I can.
and you know, I mean, I'm an artist. I'm a security guard at the Paine, and I take care of my mom. And
you're an omnivore.
Yeah, I'm a studier of cinema and literature, and you know, I'm an omnivore, although I don't want to eat everything, but I don't like radishes, Kim. So, yeah, P. I'm a good driver.
And you enjoy driving.
I enjoy driving, yeah. And I'm a journeyer. first officers in. I guess there's I mean, there's no limits. I mean, the only limit is your imagination. You know? So anyway, but he was like thinking the only way that you play a wood block is this way. But the thing is that this is a sound chamber basically, and if you cover it up, it also alters the sound.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's and also if you play it this way, it's different, and if you play it with a different, you know, I mean, I gathered that this is the kind of guy, almost like a band teacher. He probably has played every instrument, you know.
Yeah.
And it never occurred to him to do that.
Well, maybe you taught him something.
Maybe I did.
Maybe you opened up his
I
mind.
gave him $14.99
and walked away with a
with a Royce
multi-tool instrument with a Royce woodblock.
made of extinct blonde wood from south end of Taiwan. Yeah, I'd like to have a bunch of instruments. I'd like to have an electric guitar and an amp.
Yeah.
I should.
Well, maybe you will.
Of course, Kafka wasn't worth reading until good translations into English came along, sometime in the last 10 years. When I first read Kafka, I found that his metamorphosis was practically unreadable except for the first sentence. Gregor Samsa woke up one day after a night of unpleasant dreams to find he had been turned into a giant insect. Well, over time they found that the word insect was incorrect, that it was actually a vermin. Which puts a different take on the whole thing, because that insect has always been, Samsa has always been depicted as an insect, as such, like a tick, running around on the walls. But if you think of him as a vermin, well, it could be a centipede or perhaps a rat. I prefer to think that he's some kind of, well, you know, something that you would want to squash under your feet, just as Samsa's family, of course, is sort of feels that way. At one point, they feel so horrified by him that they throw apples at him, and the apples impact with his chitin armor, and they just stay there. I think that one thing that happens between men and women, and I think women do it, and I think men do it, is assumptions that they make about the other sex.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That maybe are generally true, but sometimes you're talking to somebody and it isn't necessarily true about the person you're talking to. Mm-hmm. Why did she smile at me?
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean? I think she's acknowledging you.
She's acknowledging me.
It's like a greeting.
It's a greeting. They're taught to be greeters at that place. It's like everybody says hello to you.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes it's annoying. It's just like a hello that comes out of nowhere. It's like, oh, what?
But yeah, they come back to the door. They're like, hello, and it's like,
yeah,
hi.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I, you know, sometimes it's like I just think I don't need to be said hello to.
No, well, when you're an introvert, you kind of want them to just ignore you.
Yeah, and quite often I just walk by, I don't say hello.
Oh, see, I always try to say hi.
That's because you're a woman.
But that's and that might be because of my personality type.
Woman. Because you're a woman. Because she's a woman. She's a woman. A woman. A woman. You're a man. Man, woman, man, woman.